Come on, good to be right here, right now. I know it's for a reason that's beyond me. It's clear to see this is the season for a change. Time to rearrange, measure the man in my hand. Not to be persuaded, but to understand. Expanding my horizons, I'm rising up on the east. Realizing I've been sympathizing, time to fight the beast. In his belly at least, and I can feast on him for years. Inside out him, please don't doubt him. Thought I told you, check your ears. Here's a place where we can go when it feels good. On the fence, common sense that were misunderstood from the get-go. Growing upstream to make the bank grow. Slow living and learning it doesn't cost. Walking the desert, bearing the weight of my cross. And this is where I go to feel good when I'm lost. Yeah, to feel good when I'm lost. Yep.
It's where I go to feel good. It's where I go to feel good. Yeah. It's where I go to feel good. It's where I go to feel good. Yeah. It's where I go to feel good. I put my arm out the window, feeling that warm breeze. Now it's a coming through my fingers. Yeah, yeah. I start to get that feeling that where we're going is only the beginning. Hey, because sometimes when you're lost, you don't want to be found. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. 'Cause baby, if we drive long enough, yeah, we can see we're heaven and earth shake hands. Yeah, we miss that embrace. Now I feel free. Yeah, I feel free. Oh, it's where I go to feel good. It's where I go to feel good. Yeah. It's where I go to feel good. It's where I go to feel good. Yeah. It's where I go to feel good. Hey, 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 hey,
And there you have it, the first song of the week. Guys, I need to know what you think about it. First of all, let's go to our in-house panelist, Ian Husbands. Ian, your thoughts on this, sir?
What's not to like? It's a great feel-good song, and it's one of them songs that if you put a rapper like Will Smith on it, I think it would be a big hit. It's got that summertime groove that sort of he done really, really well. And overall, I mean, production mix, I was just writing some notes, and it's great this, great that, great the other. You know, the production is smooth. The sax was a really lovely, lovely touch. There was some nice piano going on in there, but I did feel the piano was a bit swamped by everything else, and the sort of piano and the acoustics sort of hit off against each other and washed the piano out a little bit. But the space of the track was nice. Everything sat really, really nicely. And that woman's voice was stupendous. You know, really, really nice. Some great performances there by her. Some real soulful. You could feel the emotion and the power in her voice. It was just brilliant. The lyrics, again, they were strong. Nice message. Something everyone's going to relate to. And the harmonies and the mix of the vocals was generally good. Overall, I thought I heard some clipping on the actual track itself. Hopefully the other guys will verify this for me. It's not just my headphones. But at sort of the top end of the vocal mix when all the harmonies were coming in, and maybe on the bass as well. I'm sure there was a bit of clipping. Maybe it's been over-compressed when mastering or something along that line, or they just haven't got the levels right in the mix. It could be a few different options on that, but definitely that needs some look at just to clean it up a little bit. But an obvious, catchy chord progression, but I don't mean that in a bad way. That's what makes hits. So, yeah, all around, very, very good. I think it's a radio-ready song, and, you know, with a bit of touching up on getting rid of that clipping, it's really, really ready to go.
All right. Sounds great. Appreciate the thoughts on that one, Ian. Let's go to our second in-house panelist, Tommy. What are your thoughts on this tune? What do you think?
Well, I have a lot to agree with Ian. The female vocalist's voice is, you know, that's enough to rip Velcro apart. She could really belt, and I appreciated that. Very well produced. The mix was very well done. On a production scale, I think it's a little too straightforward. I would have liked to hear some more Jamaican-style guitar tinkling, high notes in the back with an alternate rhythm, so that there's always, you know, with this type of music, I always like to hear different rhythms played together, but all come together to form one song. The vocals were low in the mix, a little too low for me. When you've got somebody that can sing that good, my God, you know, let it be heard. I mean, not to ridiculous levels, but it should be heard. I would definitely, you know, if I was an A&R agent and they brought this to me, I would like it, and I would say, you know, tighten it up, add to the production, be a little bit more edgy and a little bit more original, or try to be a little bit more experimental. I didn't hear any clipping during the song. Sorry, Ian, you know, it could just be actually the way the stream's flowing out to your user interface, you know. But
Paul's agreeing with me in chat.
Huh?
Silky's agreeing that he heard clipping on the bass and the vocals as well.
Well, I'll have to take you both down a deep, dark corner and beat you all within an inch of your life.
Don't insult my headphones, dude.
No, it's bound to happen where some people may hear, you know, overcompression or clipping, and some people won't, depending upon their user or their server, whatever. But like I said, the song itself, you know, you feel good. Let's go to the beach and forget about the babies we've made. And overall, I really liked it. I mean, compared to the other first songs we've had in our long history, this is even the best of the first songs.
Well, be careful, because we're not about comparing songs.
Well, I'm saying the best of the first. Well,
it's
whatever.
a good way to start the show.
Yeah, I would use this to start a party if I was in DJing.
There you go. There you go.
Can we name the first show? Let's sort of go to the beach and forget the babies we've had.
Sounds like a good plan.
Oh, goodness. Let's go to our guest host, find out what Terry thinks. Terry, your thoughts on this song. What do you think about the first drop out of the hat?
Yeah, overall, I like the song. Overall, I really enjoyed the song. This is something that if you were to plan to release to radio, it would be something that you would want to have sometime out in the mid to early spring, so that way it's a big hit by summertime. And I agree with Tom. There were some out of the acoustics, I don't know, maybe because it was Ian had kind of discussed this too. Some of the acoustic kind of got washed with the piano, and I agree kind of with that because I wanted a little bit more, maybe out of the acoustic, maybe I wanted just to hear a little bit extra. But overall, I really like the song. This is something that I know my wife would have on her iPod and be bopping to, on the when she's jogging.
Do you think it would be something that would make it in Chicago radio today?
Yeah, I think so. And like Tom said, it does need some tightening up. I didn't hear any clipping. Of course, I kind of ignore that when you're talking about web streams like this because everyone hears it a little differently. I didn't hear the clipping, but that doesn't mean it's not really there. So, but yeah, it does need to be tightened up a little bit, I think, musically, and get the re-recording that. And with what Tom and Ian had said about that, I don't know who the female vocal was, but she did an awesome job. I really enjoyed the way she can really just bring that out and bring the song to life. She should definitely stick with that sort of passion because it definitely works for her. But as I said, this is a song that you'd probably definitely want to release to radio sometime in the spring and have it hit and burn up the charts for all the spring and into the summer.
All right, sounds good. For those in the audience who don't know, our guest host or guest panelist today is Terry Christensen. He's a broadcaster from the Chicagoland area here in the States, and we're happy to have him with us. His expertise we appreciate. And
I've been a program director a couple of times, so I think I sort of know a little bit of what I'm talking about.
Exactly. So now I've heard from a couple of you the idea of tightening it up. Now I'm going to go to our recording engineer, Tom, and ask him, when you say tighten it up, what is the first thing that they can do to make that happen? Tighten it up.
Well, the first thing you want to do is make sure that the vocal is wherever you want to put it, whether you want to put it in with the mix or you want to put it above the mix, that it's loud, not too loud, nicely compressed, and all the other instruments are out of the way. You want to make sure the other instruments that are playing get heard and have a definite place in the stereo field.
Right.
That was one thing I was missing. That's why I would tell them this, to tighten it up. Okay. Nothing had a definitive area that this is mine,
Yeah, sure. All right, well, let's introduce that song. Let me tell you, the song, first of all, is called Where I Go, if you didn't figure that out from the lyrics. It's called Where I Go by Dkingnu, Dkingnu, as submitted to MSI. And we appreciate those guys for giving us the opportunity to take a listen to their track.